You ready?
We are live, yeah. Oh, I have it the wrong way.
What?
I had the camera the wrong way.
Ruining it.
Alright. Yeah, you can turn it up.
Is it loud?
No, it's perfect. Come in, everyone. We are having a little pre-show cocktail that Will has already paired with the record.
Fuck you. Let me get the record, actually. That would be helpful.
I think the volume's good for right now. Hello, everyone.
You tell me it's good, and then you tell me to turn it down.
No, it's perfect.
He tells me it's good.
Come get comfortable. We are going to let people get settled in, and we are going to sip on a cocktail from Tip Top, our guy Neal, who makes these beautiful, beautiful canned cocktails. Was so gracious as to give us a few of these. And we already had the Negroni, and we had the Old Fashioned. Now we are enjoying a Manhattan. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. That Will paired with the Drifters.
Smells nice. So, we went ahead and we kind of jump-started this.
We did a little
episode.
pre-show pre-pairing.
We did a pre-show pairing, and in our pre-show pairing, because we're still going to feature two wines.
So 2 wines.
For the sake of time, in our pre-show pairing, we chose the Drifters Golden Hits for our album. And I'm going to turn the music down.
Yeah. Go for it. So come on in, everybody. Get comfortable.
In particular, the
Will
song
is pairing.
we still have to figure out that weird camera issue. We'll figure that out.
That's okay.
In particular, we chose On the Roof.
By the Drifters.
And
Pair with Tip Top's Manhattan.
so I chose this because I like the start of the lyrics, you know, up on the roof, everything's kind of like nice and cool. It's been a long day. You can get away from the riffraff on the street. Today was one of those days. It was kind of like one of like the first like real days of going back to work in some senses, and it wasn't a bad day, but it was a long day.
You want to come back and...
Yeah, and like, you know, days are just kind of, you know, one thing or the other lately. It's, you know, things are like this.
They are.
Constantly kind of on a roller coaster.
Called
Today
the
was-
fog, right?
Yeah,
It's the
and
fog.
so today was kind of, you know, coming out of the fog a little bit. And
that, okay.
yeah, and so up on the roof. We can
Up
get
on
away
the
from
roof.
it all now. We're away from the riffraff.
So we have paired
the fog.
Neal Cohen's Tip Top Proper cocktails that come in cans. If you're in the Atlanta area, please look these up. I asked Neal to tell me where you can buy them, and he's going to get back to me soon, and we will let you know where you can buy these. But they are so perfect to just pour on ice or pour into a chilled glass or drink straight out of the can. And they're strong as shit. Like,
really
I think
strong.
you're already drunk, aren't you? Like, you had 2 sips and he's already drunk.
A
So.
little rosy.
Yeah, and it's simple. He works with collaboration with the folks at Kimball House, which we love to support. Being a former employee there, miss my Kimball House folks. So, and he makes excellent cocktails. So it's a perfect little thing to have. I feel like we're asking people to be part of a pyramid scheme. It's like for the low cost of $1,000, you can be a part of it. It's not true. We just want you to enjoy these cocktails.
This is not a pyramid scheme.
Clearly, we are enjoying these cocktails. So cheers, everybody. Will just paired a Manhattan with the Drifters on the Roof. And to shake things up a little bit, we started off with a little pre-cocktail pairing.
Where is up on the roof? There, listen. It's a compilation of greatest hits, and each hit gets its own little mid-60s caricature to go.
I think it's perfect.
It's a pretty album.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Tell us what you're sipping. Tell us what you think. But yeah, I think
What she's sipping on?
that's really good. So,
My brother Joy. I know he's sipping on something.
hey Brent. Hey Justin. Hey Nico, he's back. Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Vinyl, our 5th episode, if you can believe it. So what started as a vanity pet project is actually kind of becoming a thing, and we're really excited about it. So I'm the wine guide Atlanta. I am a wine consultant, self-proclaimed wine consultant in the Atlanta area. We've got some feet on the ground in Michigan too. But we just want to connect people who may not know or are unsure or are afraid to drink good wines with good wines. So that's our role, and we're not gurus. We are not masters of wines. We are not sommeliers. We are just have we talked about seltzers with wine? Good, bad. We will talk about that soon. But that's a good question, I think. But we are not gurus, we are not masters. We are just people who happen to know a little more about wine, and we want to connect people with good wine, you know?
But I don't know anything about wine.
Will doesn't know anything about wine, and
that's all you need to know about.
He is going to pair these two wines that I've chosen with two records, and it goes to show you that you don't need to know anything in order to enjoy these wines. So, oh, Jody showed up. About damn time, sister. So, but yeah, so the point of the whole show is to show you that you can make decisions about wine. You can make inferences without knowing anything about it. All right. So, having said that, should we begin?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
I need a sip of water before drinking the wine.
Sip of water. I know this is like really intense stuff.
Those cocktails are strong.
So we got a pretty cool lineup right now. I am very, very excited to be drinking wines with wineries that are from wineries that I feel very, very connected to. Whether or not, hey Vanessa girl, whether or not I've been to these wineries or I've met the folks that work there or the winemakers themselves. These are some really, really cool wines. So the first wine we are going to drink is a sparkling rosé, more or less, from California. It is 100% Grenache. That's the name of the grape, which is from southern France. Well, it's from Spain, in my opinion. I say it's from Spain, but it really gained prominence in France. Well, we should probably just open it up, but it's called A Tribute to Grace. And yeah, it's just bottle's beautiful. Bottle's gorgeous. And actually, when Will and I were talking for the first time, remember I posted this on my story and you mentioned the label? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Will and I hadn't even met yet. And he was like, dude, that label's so cool.
Just scoping you out.
I want to meet you.
I liked his labels.
Oh, whoa, boy!
I wasn't expecting.
Hello! Hey, Missy, what's up? Woo! Alright. I'm excited about these wines. These are limited edition. I know.
This is, wow, even the glassware is
gorgeous, I know.
This is the one with the chill.
Shelly, hi! You made it! Alright. So, for all of you joining, for all of you who have been or not been, welcome back. Amanda, thanks for joining us. I hope you all have a glass in hand, whether it's wine or tea or coffee or water or whatever. Just
or a cocktail.
Or a cocktail. Or a joint, man. Or whatever, you know? Just, here we go, you guys. Cheers to you all. We're gonna get through this, alright? Cheers, everybody. Oh my god. That's really cool.
Yeah. I love this bottle.
Bottle's gorgeous. Yeah. So everybody,
especially with the, I mean, even the cork.
Yeah. So we are drinking.
A lot of glistening.
We are drinking A Tribute to Grace. That's the name of the wine. By Angela Osborne is her name, and it's 100% Grenache, which is a red grape, but it is grown in California, and it is cool, isn't that? That's really, really cool. Like, so cool I want to curse right now. That's awesome, isn't it?
If you want.
I might just start ripping it. But if you're just coming in, we just finished these cocktails.
I know. I
from Tip Top. I know, yeah.
If I finished the whole
we
thing.
We can do like a post little thing. Yeah, little
post
Tip Top portable cocktails.
Show.
But right now we are drinking a sparkling rosé from California, and it's killing it right now. And it's made in the same. They call it the Champagne Noir method. So it's made in the same style as champagne.
There's so much pretty, like,
there's a lot of imagery
it's,
on here, isn't it? Yeah, it's really beautiful. Now
Right.
I'll talk about it more when you're ready
Perhaps
to start
that
choosing.
could
Or
inform my selection.
Ooh.
I think I'm ready to go.
do you need a little topper offer? Ooh. It's so delicate, isn't it? That's cool.
It's not boring though.
Hell yeah, you guys. A tribute to Grace. Tribute to Grace.
Mm.
So.
It's not super dry.
The winemaker, Angela Osborne, she is from New Zealand actually, and she wanted to grow Grenache. She fell in love with Grenache, but Grenache doesn't grow very well in New Zealand because it's a really cooler, wet climate, and Grenache needs kind of hot, sort of, like drier climates. Like Spain, like southern France, like California, like Australia. And sorry, I'm burping. I made hummus and that burps. Those burps are just nasty. And then you throw the bubbles on. She finally settled on California, and she found some vineyards up in the Santa Barbara Highlands, which is kind of you have to drive up through the mountains, and there's a plateau and everything. And she just started sourcing grapes, Grenache, from a bunch of different wineries, and her goal is to stay as true to the land by kind of, practicing organic, kind of some biodynamic techniques in there too, and just making really cool wines. So all of her wines are made with 100% Grenache, and they're always made from single vineyards, which is also, I think, really cool. But my favorite part about all of this is that it's called a tribute to Grace, and that is because Grace is her favorite attribute, is what she says, but it was also the name of her grandmother. So it's kind of a tribute to two things, both being Grace. And so she tries to embody that in all of her winemaking. So we decided to drink them out of what I think, Mom, tell me if I'm wrong, are these great-grandma's glasses or grandma's glasses? Either way, it's cool. We wanted to keep in the theme with grandmothers. So that's what we were trying to go for. Hey, Cece, what's up, buddy? So, but yeah, she's just a really cool lady. When I was selling wine in Detroit, I sold her Grenache, and she was so kind as to do a staff tasting with us at 9 o'clock in the morning when it was 6 a.m. there, and she's got children, and she was like, yeah, I'll do it. I want to talk to you. And she was just so engaging and just really cool. So it's a really cool wine with a cool grape, cool story, exactly what we were looking for. So my mother has confirmed that these were my great-grandmother's glasses, and they were a wedding gift. Isn't that cool? I didn't know that. So, and we are drinking a wine named after her grandmother to kind of bring the whole theme home. So, yeah, this is great. Jody, my sister, wants to know how I got these glasses. I got them because I'm the only one who drinks wine in the family, really, so. She said I need to know how you got those. Because I knew those would, they'd go to good use in my home as opposed to yours. Not judging you though, this is a judgment-free zone. You're all witnessing sibling rivalry right now, so. What do you think? You got one?
Give me one sec to get it together.
Will's taking his time. We're the Wine Guide Atlanta.
Sean's rushing me.
I'm not. I move fast. But
I know you do.
If you're just joining us a little bit, we are tasting a few things tonight, and maybe that's why I'm so antsy, because I got a cocktail in me. We threw in a little rogue challenge for Will before in our pre-show, because we're gonna start doing pre-shows now.
You want me to hold that on?
No, I can do that.
I could be like
I got you. Look at this. Server hands. So, because we're eventually going to get picked up by Bravo and or E at the same time.
Which is why we're recording the shows and putting them on YouTube.
Because E or Bravo, viewing. If you're watching this, please
hire me.
Hire us. We're going to do a pre-show, maybe do some modeling of outfits beforehand, and we also decided to do a cocktail because our friend Neal Cohen, who started Tip Top Cocktails, which are canned and they're amazing, he sent us over some Manhattans that we tasted, and Will paired them with the Drifters up on the roof because it was kind of an escape. It's really nice. You come home after work, you just pop the top and you pour.
Long day, you get away from the riffraff.
Also, fun story. We're drinking those out of Nick and Nora glasses. And
we learned something new today.
We learned a very cool fact about Nick and Nora glasses because Will didn't believe me. He thought I was making it up, which we have those sorts of interactions a lot where Will thinks I'm making stuff up.
Because sometimes you are.
Or
you've been,
or
Sean has believed false information that he's been told.
I believe my friends. But anyway, these are called Nick and Nora glasses. They're really good for sherry too, but they're called that because there is a husband and wife crime-solving duo from the 30s, 40s, and 50s that are always drinking martinis out of these glasses, and their names were Nick and Nora.
It was pretty bawdy humor too. We watched some clips, and there was a lot of pretty dark alcoholic jokes in there.
It was great though. We're really excited. Okay, are you ready to pair the first wine, which is a rosé of Grenache from California, made by a New Zealander who is living in the U.S. and paying homage to her grandmother by making this really good sparkling rosé. Are we good?
I think I'm ready.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
coming up.
Bring it on over.
Don't mind my shirt. See, I burped again.
Stay away from me with those birds. You're gonna smell like hummus. All right, let's get it so people can hear it. All right. So, going with the precedent set by last show we did, I chose a new artist.
Oh!
A newer artist in the last show instead of like a more kind of classic, traditional, I guess. I think classical is a better term. More classical artist.
Sounds good.
I'm going with a newer artist again this time. I went with La Luz, and it's a all-lady band, as you can see.
All ladies, all right.
All
So
ladies.
lady
So, yeah.
winemaker, lady band.
So yeah, I felt like I had to go with a lady artist for this. In particular, so this is their album Floating Features, but you can't read it because we still haven't fixed the backwards camera issue. But we're going to.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
E, bravo, help us out.
Give us like a studio technician. The song I chose in particular is called California Finally. And you said it was a California wine, so
Yeah,
it worked
hell
out well. I like their sounds,
They're
their
sexy.
melodies. They're kind of sexy, their guitar work's nice.
Yeah.
And I think it just,
I think it's great.
California, golden, the golden bottle, all the, yellow and gold all over.
It's sophisticated without being too much. Yeah, I like it.
All right, let's go back to the couch.
All right, everybody.
So
Our
that's
first
my,
pairing is done.
That's my first pairing.
Michelle says we need to get a weekly segment on Watch What Happens Live with Andy. Yeah, we need to catalog that because that might happen.
The best part one of the best parts of this album too,
I didn't mean to. I was.
You're just trying to drown me out. You only want to hear yourself talk. On the front of this album, it doesn't matter if the camera is mirrored for this. So it's like this wacky set they've designed with like all these plants and shit.
Yeah.
And, there's a person lying on the ground in a black suit of some sort with like paper mache fingers attached to them. You see it?
Oh yeah. Is that like what the wine is about?
And they're all just standing there in front of this person. I don't know, but in the spirit of
I like floating features though, because it's like
Yeah.
this wine is like a floating feature. It's like just got all this stuff floating off the
doing
nose.
its
So
thing.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a person with fingers attached.
You've done it again.
No, but it's alright.
All right, everybody. So we've got a cocktail, a Manhattan paired with the Drifters up on the roof. We've got a sparkling rosé from California, paired by a female winemaker, paired with a female band. I hate seeing female in front of stuff. Like, I know it's necessary that you sometimes you have to say that, but it's like, or just like a winemaker, but it's like, yeah, she's also a female. But we can get into gender politics and stuff and sociolinguistics later on
our
if you
next
want.
episode.
On our next episode of Sean Rants. That would not be good.
We can definitely explore it.
All right.
We can explore many topics. on
Shit,
this
I need my
show.
wine key.
It's a safe
Everybody,
space.
look at Will for a minute while I go find my wine key.
Oh God, why would you do this to me? Which glass? Oh, this is my glass.
People ask you questions?
Is the sparkling rosé available in Michigan? Your mom asked.
Oh. So some of them are, but not all. So I don't think that the
Yeah.
sparkling is available, Ma. But some of the reds are. And I may have brought one home for like Thanksgiving or something. I want to say, but I don't know. But no, that's a good question. So, yes. All right. The answer is maybe. The answer is she's got a presence in Michigan, but I don't know if all of her wines are available in Michigan.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, this wine deserves better from us than to pound it.
We're not pounding it.
I kind of.
We're enjoying it quickly.
All right, everybody.
We're enjoying it with haste.
We are going to move on to the next wine for this episode of Vinyl. From my folks at Broc Cellars. Hey, y'all. Hope you're doing well. Miss you guys. They were kind of the ones that got this all started. I guess it all started with a bottle of sparkling Val de Gouy, right? So,
Here we are.
Here we are. Here we are. But while I'm doing this and pouring it, why don't you all settle in? Let me know if you have any questions, or tell me what you're drinking, or tell me what you're thinking, or
That too.
tell me what you want to think about.
What you'd rather be thinking.
What you'd rather be thinking about. This smells incredible. Here, I'm gonna give you a little rinse too. So I give a little rinse real quick, just because you don't want the wine mixed in with the other wine. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but.
Sometimes the rinses are nice.
Sometimes the rinses are delicious. Oh my god, I can already tell that's really, really good. All right, everybody. Wine number 2 is called Picpoul. That's the name of the grape, Picpoul. And it is made by Broc Cellars. And of course, this is backwards, but hey, Jim.
You can still see.
You can see Picpoul, right? They are based in the Bay Area of California, and they source grapes from all over. The Picpoul for this particular wine is sourced from Paso Robles. There's a lot of history about it, but I'll tell them about it when you're looking. But take your time. Take your time.
Is that my cue to leave?
No.
That's my cue to leave.
No, it's not.
I'll be back.
And for the next 2 hours, you're just gonna sit and watch us stare at each other. I wasn't rushing you. I promise.
I don't know.
I promise. We'll take a straw poll here and see if I was actually rushing well. I was not rushing well. So, if you're just joining, we are drinking Broc Cellar's Picpoul from Paso Robles, California. So we've got 2 Cali wines back to back. We've had our Tribute to Grace from Santa Barbara Highlands, and now we are drinking Picpoul from Paso Robles. So Picpoul is a really cool grape. It grows in southern France in the Languedoc, which is right on the border of the Mediterranean Sea. It kind of all just like, it's like a valley that like just looks out onto the Mediterranean. Of course there's differences, but it's been growing in the regions for centuries, and as early as at least 1618, which I looked up. But it does really well in dry climates because it's kind of susceptible to diseases and mildew and such. Yeah, it's got a couple, there's a debate going on about why it's named Picpoul. The prevailing theory is that it means lip stinger, which I kind of am all about. I like that, lip stinger. I think it's a good name. But some people say it's like bird's beak, like a chicken. And then some people say it's like mountain peak, like mountains, like peak. So there's just a bunch of different theories, but I'm of the mind to call it a lip stinger down here anyway. Yeah, so it's in Paso Robles, which is kind of a wildly diverse region of California for all the winemaking. So there's like some blisteringly hot areas. There's like areas that have a lot of fog that come in and kind of cool it down. But this area is pretty inhospitable to grapes, and so they only provide a little bit, and that's what Broc Cellars takes and makes into their Picpoul. Broc Cellars is really cool. They've got a storefront, I believe, in Oakland. Vanessa, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's in Oakland. I think that link that you sent me, but it's in the Bay Area. Their storefront, and they do like hands-off winemaking. They are just the coolest folks ever. They do what they call pet nats, which is kind of a hands-off style of sparkling winemaking, which is amazing. Berkeley, yes, that's right, Berkeley. Sorry. And they kind of made this all happen because we suggested this wine to Will's boss and kind of went off from there. So they told me, you guys need to offer personal wine shopping, and here we are doing this kind of fun thing. So, but yeah, so it's called Picpoul. It's got this. They say lip stinger because it's got like this really nice acidity, really nice salinity, minerality going on. Really clean, easy to drink. Pairs well with a lot of stuff like oysters, and that is what we're going to be eating afterwards because I went and got a dozen oysters from Kimball House. And if you are in the area, please go to Kimball House and order everything, but also order oysters from them.
Are we shucking them?
Yeah, we're gonna shuck them.
Do you know how to do it?
I don't, but we're gonna YouTube it and we're gonna figure it out.
Better not take a finger off.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
He's gonna take a finger off.
So, just while we're waiting for Will to finish up, any questions for you? Anything you got on your mind? Let us know. We are here for you. We are the Wine Guide. We are making wine's accessible to people who don't feel like they know much about it, and our whole shtick is that you don't have to know a lot about wine in order to enjoy it. You know, we just wanna have fun with it. And because Will doesn't know anything about wine, we're showing you that he can make decisions based on knowing nothing, based just on what he tastes and what he feels, develop kind of that intuitive sense, you know? So, yeah. Shucking is tricky, you are correct. But I've seen it done, we're gonna go with it, we're gonna wear gloves.
I think we should watch a YouTube video.
We are gonna watch a YouTube video, and we're also gonna wear gloves, and we're gonna use all the proper precautions. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I appreciate y'all's concern, though. It's very, very good. Very, very good.
I've learned 2 new things today.
What have you learned?
I've learned about Nick and Nora, and now I'm about to learn how to shuck and whisper.
Jim wants to know what band we're jamming to. Turn it up a little. Jim, it's a new band.
This is La Luz.
This is La Luz, all right? We paired it, wait, where'd it go? Oh yeah.
There you go.
We paired it with a sparkling rosé. And now Will is choosing the second, or actually the third, because we already had a cocktail, and we paired it, Manhattan, with the Drifters.
So we're technically moving on to our third.
So now we're moving on to our third.
You get more bang for your buck in this episode.
Detroit City, y'all.
I'm almost ready. I think I know the direction I'm going.
I wish I had like enough clout, like celebrity crowd, that I could just be staring at you all. Nobody would care, and then you would all watch it.
Washing dishes. We should actually do a pre-show.
Safe all the things, Shelly. Cheers. Cheers to that. We are going to start doing a pre-show.
The show before the show.
The show before the show. We know you're all dying to watch us not do anything. Ooh. Is that where your head's at? I'm spying on Will's choices.
I think I'm ready.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, William Kling Parker Jr. is ready to pair Broc Cellar's Picpoul with something. But I'm going to top off real quick because this is delicious. Oh. All right, here we go. Don't mind my shorts. Every time I get up, I feel like I burp. Oh, yes.
Why are you laughing?
I know, I just burped.
He's laughing at me.
No, I did a hummus burp.
You can smell it. It's really gross.
That's bad.
Secondhand hummus.
I'm sorry, it's really, really bad.
Why did you wait till?
All right, here we go.
You're
tell
right.
him what's up.
He's right in front of me. All right. We are live. I chose by Bob Dylan. I chose John Wesley Harding, and in particular, I chose "I'll Be Your Baby Tonight." Kind of smooth vibes, sophisticated sound. Yeah. I'm really this song.
No, and actually, I have an addendum to add to that.
Kind of casual, just because the Grace wine was packing a different kind of punch.
This is perfect because
This is perfect.
This song gets covered by a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of people have tried to do Picpoul, and Broc got it right. Like they're doing a cover of a classic wine, and they're doing it in the new world, and they're doing it and they're making it their own, and it rocks.
Yeah.
So, because this wine is fire, everybody.
And that's what Bob Dylan's doing in this song. There's just a few instruments. He's making it his
Do you know who sang it originally?
We're gonna forget it. Don't know. Let's see if we can find out. There's like a story on the back of this album. Usually all this is like, like the singer so-and-so achieved fame in 1963,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. This is like an actual, like story. It says, there were 3 kings and a jolly 3
real story.
No, it said, the first one had a broken nose, the second a broken arm, the third was broke. It's like a full-on story.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read it.
It's like a legacy. Yeah, that's perfect.
I didn't even know that was...
I'm into it.
Alright,
It's
so
like-
anyway...
Yeah. What do you guys
This is
think?
our third pick.
Third pick.
John Wesley Harding.
California
by Bob
Picpoul.
Dylan. California Picpoul.
I'll be your
Chill,
baby tonight.
Sophisticated.
The legacy, taking something old and making it new again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna change the track too.
Oh yeah. So everybody, for tonight's episode, we have 3 records. Oop, let's see here.
Oh, we have 4 records.
We drank a Manhattan.
We had 3 drinks.
Yeah, really. We drank a Manhattan made by our friend Neal from Tip Top. They're really cool. They're in the Atlanta area. Neal, if you're here, let them know where else they can buy these. It's delicious. It's straight from the can.
So cute.
It's perfect. Like, if you just want a cocktail, they are strong.
And if you want to
shit,
drink it
too.
out of a can, I guess you really could.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, they're strong as hell, but in the best way possible. They're well-made
I know
cocktails.
some people who would quickly drink it out of the can.
Oh, hey, Chris. So do that. Do yourself a favor and buy some of these cocktails. They do Manhattans, they do Negronis, they do.
But
what
put
else
it
do
in a
they
glass.
do?
Treat it right.
Put it in a glass.
Treat it like a real cocktail because it is a real cocktail.
Which is what we
it's
did.
not trying to pretend to be a cocktail.
We'll
It's the
pair
real
that
deal.
with the drifters up on the roof, because it's kind of like you just want to get away, you want to escape, you want to just go where you can just
Long day.
yeah, long day from
Get
work.
away from the riffraff.
Crack open the cocktail, pour it in the glass, and you're done, right?
On the roof.
So, the second that we did was a tribute to Grace, which is a sparkling rosé of Grenache. I know, Chris, I know, we're working on the mirror, man. We're trying. Let your executives in Hollywood know that we need technicians here, okay? Sorry we're not rich, man.
Getting the phone upright was a big step.
You should
begin
see
with.
our
That
situation
took a
right
while
now.
to figure
We've
out,
got the
too.
phone bungee corded to the computer so that it will record, but also it's a goddamn mess. So we did. Now that you've made me angry,
It's a folksy.
we did a rosé Grenache,
Lovable
sparkling
stuff.
Grenache from California, and Will chose
I chose
La Luz.
La Luz. And in particular, I chose the album Floating Features. And we chose the song California Finally.
Finally.
For many reasons.
Full circle.
Lady artist, California, kind of, packing a punch. Also it was kind of smooth, kind of sexy vibes to the music. So
Absolutely.
that was our second pick.
Second pick.
And
And
then-
the third, with Broc Cellar's Picpoul from Paso Robles, California. Oh god, my BO smells real bad. We paired with
Bob Dylan's. I didn't know if you were gonna do it. Sometimes he just talks for me. I chose Bob Dylan's John Wesley Harding, and I chose in particular from it. I chose I'll Be Your Baby Tonight. Kind of going in line with like smooth
Story.
classic.
yeah, works, man. I'm into it. Into it all. Everybody, thank you for joining us on our 5th episode of Vinyl.
We'll constrict the bungee cord to the computer. Yes.
You did.
We've engineered solutions.
That's our motto. We are engineering solutions.
I'm engineering solutions. And then all right, I will go ahead and make a promise on air right here, right now. By the next episode, we will figure out the mirrored camera issue.
You guys,
We will do it.
Jody, you are not getting your hands on the shirt. My sister wants the shirt. Thank you all for joining us on this 5th episode of Vinyl. Pretty soon, E or Bravo is going to pick us up, and we are going to go live nationally. It's going to be insane.
And we will think fondly upon these days.
We'll be like the housewives. We'll be throwing drinks in each other's faces, and it's going to be amazing. You can't. Possibilities are endless. So, to all of you at home, drink good wine. All right. Talk about good wine. Listen to good music, and as always, fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. All right. We love you all.
Bye, everyone.
We miss you all.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you all for watching, and cheers.